provides both teams with welcome respite from desperately disappointing league campaigns. Wolves have lost all 3 games played under caretaker manager Bobby Downs. Injuries to John de Wolf, Neil Emblin and Tony Daly meant this lineup wasn't settled until the last possible moment. Darren Ferguson and Paul Birch returned to midfield, while Brian Law is one of 3 central defenders. Coventry have only won once in the league all season, but they have won every match they've played so far in the Coca-Cola Cup, knocking out Spurs 3-2 in the last round. Ron Atkinson's plans were also hindered by injuries. There's no John Slurko, while Richard Shaw is cup-tied. So Gordon Strachan, at 38 years of age, is once again pressed into service. Our referee tonight is Stephen Lodge from Barnsley. So a cup run so important to both sets of supporters. Everything has been so poor and disappointing in the league. Perhaps a place in the quarter-final will really cheer things up and start their seasons going. Atkins just let that one run. It was a good bit of play there to Bull. Tremendous atmosphere at Molineux. Just helped on by Ferguson, returning to the team, and there's the overlap here. Eventually away by Paul Williams. Ron Atkinson says there's no real pressure on his team, other than putting on a good performance this evening. Of course, that's brave words from him. He knows his team can't really afford to lose this evening. Strachan trying to close down the space. Richards forward, looking for the run from Goodman. Back now to Rankin again. Curls it in, dangerous ball, shot eventually on the turn from Thompson. Plays it back to Birch. He's turned his man, and he was fouled in the process. So a free kick in a really dangerous position here for Wolves. So will Darren Ferguson go for the cross or the shot? It's the cross, only finds a sky blue shirt. Still the shot might come in. It was wide from Birch. Men in the box for him to find. The only person he did find was Mark Atkins. And, such a dangerous player. Needed Atkins to clear it. Gordon Strachan with the corner, plenty of big men in the box. Rennie's come up, and of course Dublin's near the keeper. Strachan, it's a dangerous position. Stow with the save, and eventually away, but real problems for Wolves. Bull coming into the game more and more. Hall, up to Dublin, inside to Strachan. Stringing a few passes together at the moment, and there's so much space out here for Pickering. They haven't closed him down yet. Now Unlove, try to find Isaias, and Atkins comes away with it for Wolves to Ferguson. Ball going outside of him now. Threaded through, can he get there? He was outside the area of Grizovic, and there could be real problems now for the Coventry goalkeeper. What will the referee choose to do? He's off. Steve Grizovic sent off 30 minutes into the game, and major problems now for Coventry. And to be frank, it was probably the only decision the referee could make. Ball was through, Grizovic was out of his area. He prevented the ball from going in the net. He had to go. So a sad evening for Steve Grizovic. Jonathan Gould will replace him. They'll have to bring off an on-field player to accommodate him. And Coventry will have an hour of this game to hold out with just 10 men. And it's Isaias who has gone off to accommodate Gould coming on. This game really now exploded into life. lot of organisation and reorganisation going on. Strachan isn't far enough away. Perhaps looking for the spectacular shot. Desperately concerned about Strachan. So they change their plan. The shot does come in, and it's a goal from Mark Venus. And Coventry get their punishment. It's the ultimate punishment for Ibisevic. Sent off for denying ball. And then Venus with a really powerful shot into the back of the goal. It was marvellously taken. Venus will be delighted. His first goal of the season, and what an important goal it is. Well, he's heartbroken. And in the meantime, Wolves coming forward again. Ferguson, broken through 2 tackles, still going on, might even try a shot, he does so! Oh, it's a second! Two goals in a minute. The only irony was that the Brazilian wasn't on the field to see it, because we've had 2 quite spectacular goals. And Ferguson has marked his return to the team with a goal of quite stunning quality. And with his father in the stand as well. Gould given no chance, he's been on the field no more than 2 minutes and has now been beaten twice. It's a disaster for Coventry, they're now trailing 2-0. So an immediate free kick, and Goodman in space. Turned Hall. At last, Gould a chance to get a feel of the ball. So Bobby Downs looking at his watch. We'll tell him there's still plenty of time left for Coventry to come back if they can do so. Rankin. Richards forward, great ball to Goodman. Excellent run again by the striker. Now he'll have to cut back inside to try and get the shot in. Goes outside this time. The save by Gould, but it's not cleared. Birch had the shot. It was blocked. Comes to Atkins. Now to Rankin. Gould looking so shaky in this Coventry goal. Shell shot. Goodman has an overlap there if he needs it. Taking their time. Rankin, back to Birch. Giving some movement now from the front players. Now Unlove, a chance to break. Dublin's ahead of him. Telfer on the right. Very competitive challenge by Dean Richards. And Telfer puts it wide. Well, he can't believe the luck. On the one occasion when Stahl dropped the ball, Telfer wasn't able to make the most of it and put the shot wide. And it's disappointing for Coventry, they needed that goal. So he goes deep, it's a difficult ball. That nearly dipped in. Stahl doing well, coming up with a smile as well. It was a wicked corner, curled in viciously. Strachan again. Away by Ferguson. Love. Turns again. Oh, that was so beautifully done. Strachan still onside his Hall. Away by Venus. Coventry building up some pressure until that moment, and now Goodman. It's 2 against 2. Ball now peels off, stays onside, tries to find Goodman again. Disappointing ball. And Coventry the chance to clear the danger. Love looking for the overlapping run from Pickering again. He's done well. Earned his side a corner. Dublin is the main target. Wren is also in the box for Strachan. Dublin goes up. Rennie was just behind him. Strachan again. Good overlap. Richardson needs a good ball in. It wasn't. Hall with a shot perhaps. Rankin is able to get the block in. And that will be a foul, and probably a yellow card as well. Gordon Strachan to engineer. Goes very deep indeed. Williams with a header! And Coventry are back in this game. Well, it was a rash challenge by Richards which earned the free kick. Brilliant delivery by Strachan, and really put away with some aplomb by Williams. And such a vital goal for Coventry, and they're the specialists at playing with reduced numbers. They just need to keep possession to Rankin. Goodman. Little nudge from Williams again. Referee says play on. Coventry with a chance to get the ball downfield. Strachan though forced backwards. And again. Strachan went on the overlap. Telfer inside to Richardson. Oh, unfortunately for Coventry, Unlove lost his footing. And we're now into injury time. And it really will have to be something exceptionally dramatic for Coventry to save the day. The Wolves fans sensing victory. A place in the quarter-finals beckoning. Now down to the referee. Forward again with Bull. And another free kick. Bull won't mind that. And again they take their time. Venus finds Ferguson and gets it back. Already played a minute of injury time. It's tough on the Coventry players who've had such a wretched season. But the same can be said of Wolves and how important this victory could be to them. And that's the final whistle. Wolves are through to the quarter-finals. And how important it was. The sending off of Steve Igrizovic turned the game. From the free kick, Mark Venus scored with a spectacular effort. Coventry was still trying to recover when Ferguson blasted a second. And although Williams pulled one back for Coventry in the second half, it wasn't enough. It's Wolves who go through to the quarter-final. The final score, Wolves 2, Coventry 1.